lie down on our backs. Not here for too long, but I always think it's nice just to take a moment, that moment where we just land, that moment. It's always really nice to lie on the ground and feel supported, feeling the back supported by the earth. And straight away when you come here, just, as always, notice how you feel. See if you can find some areas to soften. So I notice I hold quite a lot in my shoulders and in my face. So I really try and allow my elbows to go just a little bit further out left to right. My hands are on my tummy at the moment. You can have them by your side. But just have some softness. You can allow the shoulders to spread. And you can allow a bit more space in the chest and the front of the body so that when you're breathing here, you have more space to expand into that breath or taking that breath into the body just a little bit deeper. You can have your legs out straight or bent. So you just choose where you're comfortable, where you want to arrive. And from here, we're going to take 5 conscious breaths. Inviting that breath in through the nose and maybe out through the nose also. You can start to invite that Ujjayi breath, that ocean breath in. And that ocean breath out. Relaxing through the face. 3 more. Again, just noticing how you feel. Nice to pause and have that silence, tuning into the sounds around us. Bring us into this moment now. From here, just widen your feet just a little bit, so maybe to the outside edges of your mat. You can keep your hands on your tummy, softness through the shoulders, through the elbows, and just start to rock your knees left to right. So we're just allowing this twist through the hips, coming back through center, and the knees fall to the left. At the moment, I'm keeping my head in a neutral position. So I'm not opening up through the chest, so the throat is closed slightly with the chin, just slightly tucked in. Keep that movement in the hips here, gently moving left to right. And then maybe you start to invite the head in here as well. So as the knees go to one direction, the head moves to the other. Back through center, head and knees, and then they go to the opposite side. So just keep that movement. Notice if there's any areas that are feeling tight or any areas that are feeling really soft and loose this morning. Just check in. What's quite nice when the knees go to one side is if you really push through that top leg, like you're trying to lift the hip, you can get really good stretch all the way through the top of that leg, into the hip, into the back. Just keep that going a little bit more. Lovely. The next time you're over to any side, doesn't really matter. I'm going to go to my left. My head will go to my right. I'm going to keep my legs to the left and then gently bringing my head back round to center. And then I'm going to bring myself all the way up into a comfortable seat. So just using that movement and then coming up. Coming into Utkatasana, easy pose. So the feet just gently cross. Have a little bit of space here though, so we're not bringing the feet right in towards the pelvis, just allow the feet to just have a little bit of space. And settle in here. Just notice how you feel as you transition from lying down to a seated position. Navel draws in, rolling the shoulders back. Just going to go for a little bit of neck health, a bit of mobility into the shoulders. So from here, just turn your gaze, looking over the right shoulder, keeping that length through the spine. Inhale back to center and take it to the left side. Sorry, exhale back to center. Inhale to the other. Breathe into that chest. Exhale to center. Inhale to the other side. Bring it back through center, dropping chin to chest. Really feel that stretch. Pause here, just take a breath, keeping that length through the spine, shoulders rolling back and down the body. Breathing here. Inhale, just start to lift the head, making sure we're not just throwing the head back, opening up through the throat, but just a slight lift of the chin. Maybe gazing up towards the ceiling, so we're not really crunching through the back, but we are getting a stretch through the front of the throat here, the front of the neck. Exhale again, chin to chest. Inhale, lifting the gaze. One more time. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, lifting the head. Exhale, just come back to that neutral position. Just roll the shoulders, rolling them up towards the shoulder, towards the ears, and then slowly bringing the elbows, the shoulders back. And again, moving slow. Inhale, rolling the shoulders up. Exhale, rolling them back. So we're really starting to just get some movement in here through the shoulders. Easing through the shoulders, just allowing us to stretch through the fascia here. Lovely. Exhale fully. Just switch the cross of the legs just briefly. Come back to that comfortable seat. Inhale, bring your hands to your heart. We're going to keep the hands lifted here. We're going to come into a seated twist. So inhale here. Exhale, just start to turn your gaze towards the right. We're twisting through the waist. Your hands can start to move towards your armpit area, towards your right shoulder, just to get the twist in a little bit more. So what we're not doing here is using the hands to pull us into this twist. We're using the muscles, all the strength through the center of the body. Take another breath here, anchor down through those hips. Inhale, release, come back through center. Roll those shoulders. Settle in, exhale fully. Inhale here. Exhale, just start to twist towards the left side now. And again, you can move the hands from the heart center over towards the left shoulder. It just starts to allow you to twist that chest open towards the left. Length through the spine, navel draws in, rooting down through the hips, through that tailbone, lengthening all the way up to the crown of the head. One more breath. And gently coming back through center. Just shake off the arms just a little bit, so bringing the hands out to the side, just shaking the hands, just getting a little bit of movement through the body. Exhale, release. Coming over onto our hands and knees, just briefly, bringing the hands just a little bit further forward, tuck the toes under, just shift the hips back, just stretch left to right, maybe walking the hands further away. Don't feel like your hips have to touch the heels, But I want you to really feel that length through the left and the right side of the body, almost like from the fingertips all the way up the hands, down past the armpits, all the way down the sides of the ribs to the hips, dropping the head in between the upper arms. You can even start to just get a little bit of a sway here, left to right with the body, the hands are planted. Inhale, coming back up onto hands and knees, just briefly rolling through the body into our cow pose, keeping the toes curled under. Exhale, lifting those hips, coming into our downward dog. So really start to get some organic movement in here, okay? So just start to move in a way that feels good for you, that works for you this morning. So it can be pedaling the feet. Maybe you're dropping that right foot down, pushing through the right hand, pushing through that right heel, feeling that stretch there, and then switching to the left. If that doesn't work for you, just get some movement. You can roll the hips left to right, just really stretching through. 2 more breaths here with the movement. And on your next exhale, just settle into your dog pose. So maybe the heels don't come to the floor. That's fine. Just having that length, that awareness. You can really bend the knees here if you want to. Getting that stretch through the upper body. Exhale, bend the knees. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, just a slow walk up to the top of the mat. And arrive in a forward fold. Your feet can be hip width apart. I advise you to just take the feet hip width apart if they're flush together for a moment, just so you can really relax through the head, the legs, the back of the legs into those thighs and into the lower back. Again, just get some movement here. I'm gently swaying left to right with the hips and the shoulders. My fingertips are on the floor, maybe really bending the knees here. And then exhale. Come to stillness. Inhale, hands come to the top of the feet, chin tucks in. You're going to roll yourself all the way up. And the head and the shoulders roll back. On the last breath as you arrive here. So just arrive in this position at the front of your mat. I'm just going to turn to the side for this next bit, but you can stay at the front. Just arrive here. Take the hands left to right. Palms can face forward, or you can bring the palms in towards the body. Again, just get some movement in the shoulders. So I don't want you to think about the poses, the yoga postures that we're doing, not just today, but in any of the practices. I want you to feel the postures, okay? So if they don't feel right to you, you'll feel it in your body, you can find a way to adjust. Whereas if we're thinking about it, still keeping with the shoulder movements, reverse that. If we're thinking about the poses and where we think we should be, we're not necessarily really feeling it through the body. So I want you to experiment by feeling the poses today. You don't have to take the full expression, just moving it to a place that feels good. Okay, come to stillness with the arms, soft knees. Inhale, take the arms all the way up. Above the head, palms come to touch. Remaining standing here, exhale, hands come back down by your side. You can close your eyes here, 2 more. Inhale. Maybe you look up towards the hands, just tilting the head back a little bit. Exhale, hands come down by the side. Last one. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hands come down. Inhale, reach those hands up. Your eyes are closed, gently open those eyes. Exhale, palms come to touch, bend the knees. My feet are apart, they're hip width distance as I slowly fold all the way down into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Just try and see if you can bring those fingertips to the floor. Maybe bend the knees, just gazing out. Or maybe you could start to straighten through those legs. Exhale, soften. So on that soften, you can really start to bend the knees, dropping the chin into the chest. Inhale, lifting up, straightening through the legs as much as you can. Fingertips still on the floor, navel draws in. Exhale, soften, bending those knees. Inhale, take that length. This time, exhale, soften, releasing the hands. We're going to inhale, bring the hands up, coming into our chair pose. So the hands are out in front. Full breath here, navel draws in. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. So we're just going to have a practice here, shifting the weight left to right. So you can take a bit more space in your feet if you want to. Hands come to the heart. And don't worry too much about tucking the tailbone under anything. Just find a comfortable position, but the knees are bent. We're going to shift the weight to the right side, just peeling off the left foot. Hover here, balancing. Exhale, left foot comes down, shifting the weight to the left side, peeling the right foot off. Navel draws in, so we've got this awareness here. Exhale, right foot down, inhale, lifting left. Exhale, release. Just keep that going for a moment with your breath. We're inhaling to lift the leg, exhaling to replant, inhale to lift the other side. So just get some movement. You can move quicker if you want to, or maybe really feel the placing of the foot, and then as you shift the weight, lifting the other side. Working into the hips, really into the outside of the hips when you're in this standing one-legged chair. One more to each side. And then from here, stepping right foot down. Inhale, lift the left foot up. Just start to lift the left knee a little bit higher, sending that foot out slightly in front. My right leg has got a soft bend in the knees. We're going to exhale, send our chest forward, left leg back, coming into warrior 3 pose. Don't worry too much. I'm going to turn to the side just so you can see. So don't worry too much about having this leg all the way up. Have a soft bend in that right knee. I prefer you to have a soft bend in that right knee so you're not locking through here, causing any tension. One more breath. Maybe you open the hands out to the side. Exhale, hands come back down, like you're pulling that knee back in, lifting it up in front of you. Exhale, planting left leg down. Straight onto the other side. Inhale, peel the right foot up. Balance here. Roll those shoulders back. Open up through the chest. Left leg is bent. Inhale. Exhale, send that right foot behind you. Start to find a focus here with your gaze. So something that preferably isn't moving. You can lift that right leg a little bit higher, turn the right pinky toes down, and then find a way that works here for you, what feels good. Maybe you really bend into that standing leg, taking another breath. Maybe the hands come out left to right, navel draws in. Exhale, wherever you are, pulling that right knee all the way back in. Exhale, right foot comes down. Standing up nice and tall, we're going to do it again, one more on each side. Exhale, sink those hips. Shift the weight to the right side. Inhale, peel the left leg up. Exhale, sending left leg behind you. Just leaning forward, navel draws in. So you don't have to come too far. And if this is too much, you can always bring your left toes to the ground and be in this position. So find what works. Full breath. Inhale, open the arms. Exhale, release. Left knee draws in like you've got a piece of string, pulling that knee up. Exhale, plant the left foot down, shifting away. Inhale, right knee lifts. Exhale, sending right foot behind you. Maybe you start to straighten through that right leg a little bit more now. Inhale, navel draws in. Maybe hands left to right. Grow those wings. Take flight. Exhale, bring that right knee in all the way in towards the chest. Exhale, place right foot on the ground and just pause. Close your eyes. Take up some space here, so bringing the hands down by your side. Notice any energy that you've created here. Release. With a sigh out through the mouth, allows that heat to release from the body. Inhale, open your eyes. Coming to the top of your mat if you're not already. Soft bend in the knees. You can keep this space here. Exhale, bending the knees down. So we're in this position. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale. Navel draws in. My hands are just gently resting on my thighs. Taking up space. So everything is switched on. We're finding the breath here. Inhale, this time take your arms left to right. Reach those arms all the way up. Exhale, folding forward. Allow your legs to start to straighten. Coming into our forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Maybe keeping those fingertips on the ground. Exhale, bend the knees. Bringing the hands down. Stepping the left foot back. Lower left knee into the floor. Inhale, lifting up. Reach those hands all the way up. And then exhale, bring the hands down and place your hands on your hips. So keeping the toes curled under here, keeping this front leg bent. We're going to come up from here into a high lunge. Sometimes it's easier to lean forward and do it this way, but I want you to imagine, again, that you're being pulled up from the crown of your head. So we're rooting down, we're using the strength in our legs, we're feeling it through the body. Inhale. Exhale, push through, lifting up. And then inhale, lower that left knee to the floor. Exhale, lifting up. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, this time maybe that left knee hovers so it doesn't quite touch. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, hover. Last one. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower that left knee down to the ground. Come onto the top of that left foot. Inhale, take your arms up. Exhale, hands come down, placing them in front of you, framing this right foot, and then lifting that back knee, stepping the right foot back to the left, coming into our downward dog. Just take a moment here. Bend the knees, look forward, step that left foot up now, lower right knee down, keeping that the toes curled under of that right foot. Inhale, take your hands left to right, pushing into the feet, reaching up. On an exhale, the hands come down to the hips. Roll those shoulders back. So arrive here, decide if you need a bit more space, and we're going to come into that lifting and lowering. So we are building strength in the legs, but we're also trying to feel it in the body and try and marry the movement with the breath. So we're not holding the breath here. Inhale. Exhale, pushing up, lifting up, so straight up. Inhale, lower that right knee towards the floor. Maybe it touches on that first one. Exhale, lifting up. Inhale, lower, maybe it hovers. Exhale, lifting up, building strength. You might even start to feel that shake in your legs. Inhale, hover, last one. Exhale, pushing up. Inhale, lower that right knee. Exhale here. Inhale, open the arms, maybe lean back a little bit here. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Stepping left foot back to meet the right, coming into our downward facing dog. Just get a little bit of movement in here, left to right. Full breath. Shifting forward, feel free, you can do knees, chest and chin down, or you can go full plank down to cobra. We're going to lower all the way down. Inhale into cobra. Exhale, lowering back down. Staying where you are for a moment, just bringing the hands underneath the forehead. If you need to wiggle yourself back onto the center of your mat, do. Just shake those hips left to right. Just releasing those legs off. And then exhale. From here, making sure you've got some space, reaching the hands forward in front of you, bringing the forehead towards the mat. So if this is too much in the shoulders, so for some people reaching in front is too much, you can bring the hands a little bit wider, a bit like cactus arms. They're not quite all the way back, but you can have the elbows bent here. It's entirely up to you. We're going to try and keep the head still. The head will move and lift with the body, but we're not going to be lifting and putting the head down. We're just keeping that length through the spine. I want you to inhale, lift your feet, point your feet, lifting through the legs so the knees start to lift, arms start to lift, keeping the gaze down towards your mat. Exhale, lower hands, lower feet. Sometimes we call this our Superman. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, back down. So really building that strength in our back. Inhale again. Exhale down. Going to do 5 more of these. Inhale. Exhale. Keep that going. So it's really important for us to build this strength and awareness in our back, in our core, just allowing us to move through these movements mindfully whilst building strength. Really important to looking after our backs, helping with back pain. And we're going to do 1 more. I've lost count, so let's just do 1 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Your hands are out in straight. Just bring them back underneath the shoulders. Everybody will arrive here, so we're like in a crocodile pose, foreheads on the mat, hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, pushing up, so we're like in our kneeling plank, and then exhale, shift the hips back, curl those toes under, really get a stretch here. On your next inhale, start to lift those hips, peeling the hips up, maybe stepping the feet forward a little bit, and then on that exhale, settle in to that downward dog. Breathe here. Full breath. Bend the knees. Another breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, make your way up to the front. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Your choice, maybe you remain on those fingertips. Exhale, maybe you wrap the hands around the back of the legs, holding on to the ankles, drawing the nose towards the knees. Releasing the hands, Soft knees. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Keeping the feet together now. Slight gap between the heels. If you feel like you need a bit more space, then please do. But we're just coming here. We're coming back to this chair pose. So inhale, take the arms left to right. Take that length through the body. Just before the hands are about to meet, the hands are shoulder width apart. So you're going to exhale, sink the hips down. Draw that navel in. Gazes out. You can look up towards your hands. Sometimes I feel like that's too much in the back of my neck. So I like to keep the head neutral here. Taking a full breath. Exhale, hands to heart. Inhale, using this length, lifting the hands slightly. Exhale, left elbow is going to come over. So we're twisting through the body. I'll just show you from here. We're twisting through the body. Left elbow is coming down to the outside of the right knee. Gazing down towards the mat, and then maybe you can push into the hands and start to open the chest out towards the right side. Navel draws in. Maybe you can sink those hips down a little bit further. Full breath here. Inhale, reach those arms up, straighten through the legs, keeping the hands together. Exhale, sink the hips down and take your right elbow over towards your left knee. Again, right in, navel draws in. Inhale, open up through your chest. So we're coming into this chair twist. Just going to come back to the front, take another breath. Exhale fully. Release. Inhale, straighten through those legs. Reaching the hands all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. Widen the feet just a little bit. Coming back to the movement we did just a moment ago with this chair pose, but adding on. So slight bend in the knees. Roll the shoulders back, take a breath, navel draws in. Shifting the weight to the right side. We're just going to do this a couple times. Lifting that left leg, bring the left leg back down, shifting the weight to the left side. Lifting the right foot. So just keep that going just for a moment. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling to replant. Inhaling to lift. Strong in this standing leg, in the outside hip. One more. Then coming back to this right foot's down. Inhale, lift this left leg. Exhale. You're going to come into your warrior three. Decide if you want to take the arms straight away, out towards the side, navel draws back, chest leaning forward. You're then going to trust yourself here. Taking one more breath. Exhale, left foot comes down to the ground behind you. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, pivot that back foot, warrior two. Roll those shoulders, open up through the chest. That all-important question. How does it feel to be alive today? That full breath. Straighten through that front leg. Reaching forward with that right hand, we're then going to come back. Left hand's going to come all the way back, coming into our reverse triangle. So if this is too much with the hand on the leg, you can wrap this left arm around your lower back. Just reaching back. Maybe you're here. Full breath. Strong through those legs. Inhale, coming back up. Exhale, bring your right hand down to the shin. Inhale, take that left arm up towards the ceiling. Again, the back of your right hand can be on the inside of that right shin and you're here. Inhale, bend through that front leg, coming back to our warrior two. Straighten through that front leg, spinning the arms around. So you're in this sort of windmill pose. So you're bringing your chest, your hips towards the front, and then continue that, bringing left hand down. Left hand can rest on your shin. Maybe you can bring it to the floor. Inhale, take that right hand up. Strong through the legs. One more breath here. Exhale, bend into that front knee, coming back, spinning the arms round, warrior two. We're then going to drop left hand down to come up, and as we do, this left foot's going to pivot, and we're going to come back to this high lunge, okay? And then from here, we're going to transition into our warrior three again. So if you need to do it in stages, you can do a few to come up. Maybe from here, you can tap into the legs, taking the arms out. Maybe they're in front, maybe they're at the heart. You choose. Inhale, exhale to ground. Inhale, push through that foot, that front foot. Take that left foot off the ground, coming back to our warrior three. Take the arms left to right, soft, bending that knee. Exhale, bringing that left knee all the way in towards the front. And then you're going to bring that left foot to place either on the inside of the thigh, or the knee, or the shin, coming into our tree pose. Not long here. Settle in, find that drishti, find that focus. Full breath. Relaxing through the shoulders. If you want to take it a step further, you can take the arms out, maybe even close the eyes. Ooh, definitely changes it when you close your eyes. Exhale, release the left leg, shaking off the legs. And then we're going to come to the other side. I'm just going to change, come to this side just for a moment so you can see me properly. So from here, feet nice distance apart. Again, we're just going to shift the weight. So start to have that bend in the knees, feeling the weight shifting from left to right. Start to pick up the feet. Maybe you even start to lift them a little bit higher. Maybe that knee really starts to draw in. Doing really well. The next time you come to your left side, really lifting through this right knee and then sending that right foot behind you, coming into our warrior three. Again, decide if you want to take the arms left to right, maybe you bring them out in front, maybe you hold them at your heart. One more breath here, right toes facing down. Trust in yourself. Inhale. Exhale, reach back with that right foot, bringing the right foot down to the ground. Inhale, reach those arms up. Exhale, pivot that back foot, coming into our warrior two on this side. Arrive here. If you need to adjust the legs, do. Take length. Navel draws in. Imagine that you are in between two panes of glass here. So you've got this equal plane. Everything is in line. Gazing towards the front hand. Relaxing through the shoulders, relaxing through the face. Straighten through that front leg. Either bring the right hand to your back leg, to that right leg, or bring the right hand, wrap it around. Inhale, take the left hand up, gazing up towards that left hand. Full breath, maybe lean back. How does it feel in the body? So remember, we're trying not to think too much, we're trying to feel here. Inhale, coming back up, legs are still straight. Exhale, Utkatasana, triangle pose, left hand comes down. Inhale, reaching that right hand up. Full expression. Rolling that right shoulder back, maybe it can come back a little bit more. Bending into that front knee. Inhale, coming back to warrior two. Straighten through that front leg again. And we're going to windmill the arms. So we start to bring the right arm out towards the side, left arm comes back, right hand comes down. You need to pivot this back foot a little bit, you can, and then coming down into our revolve triangle, twisted triangle, whichever name works for you. Open up here through the chest, soft bend in that front knee, so you're not trying to hyperextend here. Bend into that front knee, inhale, coming back to warrior two. This is where we transition into our warrior three again here. So as the right hand comes down, you pivot this back foot, inhale, reach the arms up, and then use that to lift you up to come into our warrior three pose. Balancing on this left leg, soft bend in that left knee, navel draws in. Either keep the hands at the chest, at the heart, either left to right. One more breath here. Exhale, draw that right knee in, all the way in towards the chest, and then bringing that right knee to rest on the thigh, on the outside of the calf, so on that shin. So just decide what tree pose works for you. You can keep your hands at your belly here if you want to, or take the hands out, find a focus. Remember, we're not dropping into this left leg, we have that slight lift. Grow those branches. Open up through the chest. Take that deep breath in. If you need to hold on here, you can. Exhale, release. Release the arms, release the leg, and just come to standing. Take a moment here. Lots of talking through the practice today, just so that you can move through the flow. It's always good just to come to silence. Try and relax through the shoulders. Open the eyes. If you're not already at the top of your mat, I will meet you there. Roll those shoulders back again. Interlace the fingertips behind you. Just have some space in between the feet. So my feet are a little bit wider than hip width. On your next breath in, just take the arms, the shoulders back, maybe lifting the arms behind you. Taking a little bit of a back bend here. And then on an exhale, leading forwards with the chest, start to fold down. Having soft knees, or you can start to straighten through those legs, really reaching with those arms. You really start to bend through the knees, you can get a brilliant stretch in that lower back. And then exhale, release the arms down. It's like a ragdoll movement with those arms. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, coming back down. And as we do, we're bending the knees here. We are going to come back to sit on the floor. So if this isn't okay in your knees, you can just come to a seated position so you can make your way back. If you're happy here, just start to lift up in this frog squat, hands coming to your heart center. Keeping the knees forward. So sometimes we'll open the knees out to get some movement in the hips. Today we'll just keep the knees forward, shifting those shoulders back. A little bit of a play here. Check that there is nothing that you could hit your head on behind you. You're going to trust yourself. Tap into that inner child, okay? You almost have to have a little bit of looseness here. We're going to roll back onto our mats from here. Inhale. Exhale, roll, lift those legs, keep the legs up, reach the arms all the way behind you. And if you are seated, come and join us here. And then reach your hands up as well, mirroring what the feet are doing. So in my children's classes, we call this our dead bug. So you can have stillness, okay? Or you can wiggle your feet here, wiggle your hands, do some circles, just flipping the limbs the other way. The weight is supported in our backs instead of on our hands and feet. And then exhale, lowering yourself back down. From here, just push yourself back up. Bringing your, I'll face this way for now, bringing your feet wider. Your hands can just be placed wherever you're comfortable here. So they can be fingers out to the side or fingers in towards you. Just like we did at the beginning of the session where we were just rolling the hips, we're going to do that again. Okay, but really allow yourself to sort of lift through the hips, rolling one way and the other. So you're really starting to get this twisting through the legs, taking it through, lovely. We're now just going to add on just a little bit, just to get a little bit of movement in here. So the next time your legs go to the left side, plant them there, lifting through this left hand. So the knees start to come down to the ground, just lifting the hips off the floor, stretching through that right arm, bringing the hips back down. Right hand comes down behind you. Take the legs the other way. So take up space here. Feet down, knees come down, lifting left arm, reaching back. Exhale, coming back down. One more on each side, rolling through. Take that arm all the way up. Full expression. Exhale, coming down. Sweeping it behind you. Sweep that left arm all the way up and back. And then follow it all the way back. Returning back with hands on the floor. And just twisting through the knees again. Okay, keeping the feet wide. I want you to lift up just a little bit now so that you can have your hands at your heart center. You're going to roll your hips to the left. So you're using your tummy muscles, your back, to lift yourself up. Exhale, we're rolling back through. So I want you to sort of imagine cat and cow. This is our cat. We're rolling through the core, through our spine. Inhale, rolling here, lifting up, opening up through the chest. Exhale, rolling back. Inhale, rolling to the other side. So just get a few more movements here. You might find that, like me, you're rolling off your mat. Slowly getting closer and closer to you. I'll wiggle back. And then we're going to try something else before we come down to lie on our back. So again, the feet are here. This time we're going to lift the feet slightly. You're going to roll them to one side, allow them to come down, lifting up through the chest. Inhale, exhale, lift the feet. Bring them to the other side. So we're trying not to use our hands on the floor to help. Rolling through, shifting the other way. So building strength in our tummy, building strength in our hips, lifting the legs as we exhale, lift, twist and plant, inhale. Exhale, lift, twist, plant, inhale. One more to each side. And then rolling back. Bringing your feet in front of you, soles of the feet together, knees wide. Inhale, open up through your chest. A bit of a movement in here, swaying left to right. Roll those shoulders back. Taking a full breath here. Keeping hold of the feet, or you can hold on to the ankles. Inhale, open up. Exhale, just start to fold. I like my elbows to go left and right here, just because I feel like I've got a bit more space, but you can keep those elbows tucked in. Remembering those heels, the feet don't need to come all the way in towards the pelvis. You can have more space there. Feet can be further away from the body. Taking another breath. Inhale, rolling up. Sending the legs left to right, wide seated. From here, just flexing through the toes. Inhale, roll the shoulders back. So we're just going to keep the hands sort of on our shins or on our thighs, and we're just moving left to right. Quite a lot of swaying today, quite a lot of movement, just because it helps us to ease into the fascia, the ligaments. The next time you are over towards the right side, just pause there. Maybe really reach for that right hand and then bring your left hand over. Plus, I feel that the swaying really helps just to make me feel good as well, really, just getting that movement. So from here, reaching whether you can on that right leg, and then folding over, nose towards the knee. And remember, that doesn't mean it needs to touch the knee, it's just that intention, flexing through that right foot, the toes of that right foot coming towards your face. Inhale, coming back up. Again, just getting some movement in here, left to right. And then next time your hand is over towards the left, allow it to go a little bit further, and then bring the right hand over to meet it. Flex through those left toes, folding over that left leg. Breathing in here, nice and deep. Full breath. Inhale, slowly coming back up, and then just gently bringing your hands forward as far as you can go that's comfortable. Maybe the forearms come down to the floor, maybe it's fingertips, maybe your hands, you're here. Flexing through those feet, just take, fold here, loosening through the neck. Breathing in to the stretch. Try not to cause any tension anywhere else in the body. Just stretching through the legs, stretching through the groin, stretching through the back, and stretching through the mind. Inhale, start to walk yourself back up. And you have a choice here. We're going to come to our Shavasana. So you can either come to lie down or you can come into a meditation pose. It's entirely up to you. I'm going to remain seated, but if you feel like you want to just arrive on the floor, then do. If you need some more movement through the spine, feel free to bring the knees in towards the chest. Whatever feels right for you. And then just settle in. Relaxing the hands wherever you are, just allowing yourself to just have a bit of space. If you're lying on the floor, feel free to bend the knees if you need to. And that one question, how does it feel to be alive today? Starting to relax through the body, through the crown of the head, through the back of the head, through the face, through the throat and the neck, relaxing through the jaw and the shoulders, all the arm and all the way into the fingertips, to the chest, the upper back, the ribs, the middle of the back, the tummy, the lower back, the whole of the upper body nice and relaxed. The hips soften, become heavy and relaxed. the thighs, the knees, calves, the shins, the ankles, the top of the foot, the toes, and the sole of the foot. Lower body, heavy and relaxed. The whole of the body, heavy and relaxed. Here we will take a minute of silence. Taking a full breath in through your nose. Full breath out through your mouth. 2 more, sighing out on the exhale. Last one. If you're lying down, you can remain there, or you can slowly work your way up into a seat. From here, we'll bring our hands to our heart. Just pause here. Take that breath in. From me to you, thank you for coming to practice together this morning. Hands up to the third eye. Full breath in. As we exhale, we bow. Namaste.